Agnes Martin one day looked at me and she said, you know, McKay, you've always been trying to make the material world go away. She was trying to access the ethereal. And she kept telling me, she told me so many times, she said, I've been stuck on a two-dimensional plane, a painting that's two-dimensional. I can't sculpt well. It's got to go beyond it. And I would say, what does that mean, Agnes? And she would look at me and she'd say, you can paint and sculpt, and very few artists can do both. What does that mean, Agnes? After lunch one day, we were driving back in Taos, and Agnes said, let's stop at Artisans. And we were in her little white Mercedes. She was driving. And she said, go in there and pick a paint you can use for the rest of your life. And if you do, you'll own it. And I came out with this glow paint. That's all that spoke to me that day. Looked around and could not find Agnes. She had come to me in a dream. She asked me, where's that funny glow paint? I found enough to do a painting that I finished 2 weeks later. And when I shared it with Agnes, she said, McKay, you've invented the first real light box without a card. I'll never forget that. We laughed. But that was her take on it. My dad had a little grocery store and white counters, and he was forever having to wash off my drawings. He had a rectangle platform that they would set flour on, and they were my first canvas. One day he called me into his office and said, you're going to break me. Some little old ladies would come in. My first models were these wonderful cotton pickers. They would go out into the field and they would sit there and I would draw them for hours, and then they would go shop at my dad's little grocery store. So I was born to be an artist. It's all I ever wanted to be, and then my whole journey is to work with ethereal light. Yes. The black, I never used black on the exterior. I would use some bronzes and silver paint. But during COVID and a hip replacement, sitting in a chair day after day, just in quiet, total quietness, black came.